All right, how's it going, everyone? It's me, Zerker. Name change, and I'm gonna get into that in just a second. Uh, I have done this video, this what I'm going to be watching in the spring 2021 video 4 times. So this video is gonna be a quick. This is what's gonna happen with the channel. Here's what I'm gonna be watching for next season. I'm done recording it. I've given up pretty much. So, first of all, first recording got copyright strike because I accidentally left one of the clips that had the trailers in it. It picked up some music from the trailer, so I got copyright strike for that. Second time, I had mic issues. For whatever reason, the mic just was dropping in and out. I was picking up some words and some words it wasn't. I couldn't figure out why. Third, I had a rendering issue, and it was only like rendering like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then it would stop. I couldn't figure out why. I didn't know what was going on with the program that I was using. And fourthly, by this time, because each video I was doing, I took a new glass of gin and was drinking it. I was getting pretty lit up. So it was just a dumpster fire of a trashiness of just it was a bad video from the very get-go. So I just stopped. I took some time off, cleaned out my whole system, reinstalled this operating system, reinstalled all the software, so I'm gonna keep track of everything that I'm doing as far as what I'm changing in the settings. That way, if something like this does happen again, I can just revert back. Secondly, this kind of goes back into why video 4 recording never went up. Doing these videos and drinking gin all the time is not a good idea. For one, if the video messes up, I like to start with a fresh new glass. So every time if I do a recording, I like to start with a fresh new glass. That way it looks like, it's not like pre-recorded or anything like that. I just fresh glass. Let's get going. That's kind of how I do things. So I'm gonna stop doing that as far as for every video. I think if I do like a manga haul or like my manga collection, we'll probably have a glass of gin or whatever. But as far as like a video like this, it probably won't be happening. And lastly, I should say, the name change. I kind of realize if you're going to be doing something online and you have different things going on, like I do Twitch streams and you can hear a guy speeding by the apartment. Anyway, I do like Twitch streams and I have like Twitter and they all share the same handle, but my YouTube didn't. So I decided to change over and make my YouTube in line with what my Twitch and Twitter is. It's like a brand thing, so that's why the name change. So with all that said, I've cleaned out my whole system, started fresh. So let's just get into what I'm going to be watching. You're going to see two things. I got AnyChart up on this screen and I got Taiga up on this screen. Taiga is the app that I use that tracks everything that I'm watching. So if I start up a video, let's say like 86, if I start up a video of 86, and it's like on episode 2 or 3, it'll say, hey, now playing anime 86, episode 2 of 24 or whatever. And then as I'm watching, after like 10 seconds of me starting that episode, it'll update that I'm currently on episode 2. And it'll do that for all of these. So if you haven't looked into Taiga, if you never heard about Taiga, I would love to do a video on this. If anybody's interested, I can give you a full rundown on it. It is a fantastic app. It syncs up with your Kitsu, Mal, and I think there's like 2 other services. It recognizes if you're doing Netflix watching, AniLab watching, Amazon, and it also detects if you're doing anything like via like VLC, like if you download your videos, it'll detect that and update it as well. So I'd love to do something like that. This is what I use to track what I'm watching, where I'm at, especially with older animes. So moving on, we're gonna just go to AnyChart. AnyChart's just what I use. I think it's a cleaner look, and it's just what I use from the very start. So we're just gonna fire off. Like I said, I've done this video 4 times. We're just gonna fire it off real quick. I'm not gonna go into a whole lot of detail. This is gonna be whether I'm gonna pass or watch. So My Hero Academia season 5, we're passing. We've watched up to season 4. Season 1 was fantastic. 2, 3, and 4 couldn't care for. Actually, season 4 I had to really push myself to finish, and I regret even finishing it. I should have just dropped it. Next up, we got Nagatoro. We are definitely going to watch it. This is my most anticipated, I think. It's gonna either be a toss up between this one or 86 as far as what I want to watch this season. I read the manga, love it. I have them all up to date. Got volume 6 on pre-order, so this is one we're looking forward to the most. To Your Eternity, I believe this one was hyped up 3 or 6 months ago, and then it got delayed for some reason. So once I saw it, I had to add it just because I was hyped up to see it on their first announcement. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check this one out. Oh, Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Have no interest in it. I forced myself to finish season 1. Have no care for season 2. Fruits Basket, the final season. Watched season 1. Didn't finish season 2. Not gonna bother with this one. Shaman King. Definitely gonna check it out. Never read the manga, and I never, as far as I remember, I don't ever recall watching the original anime that came out in like the mid 2000s. So I'm definitely gonna check it out. This is a giant tournament arc, and I'm about that. Zombieland Saga Revenge. I watched the first season, liked the first season, so I'm gonna give this one a shot as well. Tokyo Revengers. I'm gonna give this one a shot. I don't know if it's necessarily something I'm going to enjoy, but I'm gonna check it out at the very least. The Slime Diaries. Pass. This one, after being rejected, took in a high school. Okay, yes, this one I'm going to check out. It is my kind of garbage. I hate to say it, but this is my guilty pleasure. So I'm gonna definitely check this one out. Welcome to the Demon School. Never watched the first season. Never read the manga. Don't care. Pass. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. No interest. Looks nice, but passing. Eden Zero. This is the what I like to call the fairy tale clone. I have no care for fairy tale, so we're passing. Megalobox 2 Nomad. We're checking this one out 100%. This is my probably third anticipated one. I love the first season. I love the art. I love the soundtrack of the first season. Judging by this cover, it's the same studio that did the first one. So if they can nail the soundtrack, this is going to be a fantastic, fantastic follow-up to the first one. 86. This is my number 2. It might be my number 1. It's a toss-up between Naruto and this one. But read the light novel, read the manga, so I'm all about it. This is one I'm really excited for. Moriarty the Patriot. Never watched the first part, so we won't watch the second part. Rom-com Where My Child. Nope, just passing. Combatants Will Be Dispatched. You know, I'm going to check this one out. This one sounds like it might be a fun watch, kind of one to break the norm, because I feel like a lot of the ones I'm going to be watching are kind of serious, and this one might be kind of that icebreaker or the one that kind of just to mess around with, I guess. You know, the fun one. Mars Red. We're definitely checking this one out. It sounds super interesting. Vampires, 1923. I'm all about it. You know, that sounds fun. Koikimo, Not Bothering. This one, Shadow's House. I'm going to give this one a shot. I may drop it. It looks interesting. The story sounds kind of interesting, but I feel like it might be a little slow for me. So I'm gonna check it out at the very least. I'm gonna give it like 2-3 episodes before I decide. The World Ends With You, Not Bothering. Denizen. Yes, I watched Gridman, made by the same people that did Gridman. So we're gonna watch this one. I believe it's in the same universe as Gridman. So, Vivi, we're watching this one 100%. It's like about AI that has to save humanity in 100 years or something like that. I'm not gonna go over and read. Like I said, I've already read through all this like 4 times. So, quick shot. Sports anime, we're passing. This one, when I first read it, I cracked up. I didn't even read the description at all because the title just won me over. So the title is Full Dive. This ultimate next-gen full dive RPG is even shittier than real life. That right there fucking won me over. So we're watching this one. Pretty Boy Detective Club. We're gonna pass. Doran, the Princess of Snow and Blood. We're going to watch. This one's another sports anime, so we're gonna pass. This is a music one. We're gonna pass. This is another sports one. We're gonna pass. This is another isekai slice of life. We're gonna pass. This is a slice of life that looks super slow. We're gonna pass. This one sounds like, or the Dragon Goes House Hunting could be fun to watch, but we're gonna pass. This is another one of slice of life dealing with earthenware. We're going to pass. Odd Taxi, I want to watch it. If I end up dropping one of these, or dropping a bunch of them, I may pick it up. But I'm not. I'm gonna kind of wait to see what everyone else is thinking about it. Blue Reflection Ray, going to pass. It just doesn't sound interesting. Now this one, Sylvester, if I said that right, the cover drew me in, the description drew me in, and then I watched the trailer, and then I immediately wanted to never see this again. It sounds super dope. It looked super dope, and then the trailer is all CGI 3D, and it just didn't look good. And I'm kind of upset because this would have been a really fun. This could have been a really fun anime to watch. Seven Nights Revolution. Believe I'm passing on this one. Fairy Ranmaru, I'm passing on this one. Battle Athletes Victory, I'm passing on this one. Card Fight Vanguard, passing. Gloomy is another one I'm going to wait to see what the reception is before I pick it up. Thunderbolt Fantasy, I'm passing on this one, especially because it seems like it's season 2, or correction, a season 3. So we're definitely passing. Whatever this one is, we're passing. I think this is it as far as what's going to be airing. TV shorts, I don't think I'm going to watch any of those. Movies, I think there was one. Oh, this one right here, the Knights of Sidonia sequel. I want to watch the first movie, so I may pick this one up at some point in the future. Girls in Panza, we will be watching this one because I've watched pretty much everything else of this franchise. And then if we go down to the ONA OVA specials, House of the Husband, 100%. I'm gonna give this one a shot. I'm hopeful that the trailer is not how the anime will actually be. If it is, I'm going to be pissed. And then there was Yasuki. This one sounded so dope. There's no trailer, but it sounds so insanely good. I'm going to watch this one. And then the Godzilla one. I'm curious about it. I'm going to give it a shot, check it out. And I think that just about wraps it up. Yeah, so that wraps it up. That's what I'm going to be pretty much watching. I'm going to consider dropping some of these because what I learned with previous seasons, I can't keep up sometimes, especially working full time and doing other things in life. It becomes a hassle. So I'm going to be very critical about what I'm watching from now on. So like right now I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, about 17 shows to watch in this season. So I'm hoping to get that down to maybe 12. And just because I drop it doesn't mean I'm gonna not watch it ever again. I may watch it like on the in-betweens, like we got a couple weeks coming up where we won't have anything really airing. I may pick it up there and watch it and whatever. The reason I'm also going to be very critical about what I'm watching is because I want to do a series where if for instance 86, I want to do a series or like little segments for each season where hey, I watched 86 and I was watching Nagatoro on Megalobox. These were my top 3. Here's why they were my top 3, and give a rundown why people should, if they weren't watching it, why they should be watching it, why they should probably check out the manga or the light novel instead for those particular franchises. And lastly, I want to do a full season review. So for winter 2021, I just want to give a full review of what was a huge surprise for the season, what was a huge letdown for the season, what was expected of an anime for, like, let's say Attack on Titan. We knew it was gonna be a hitter. We knew it was gonna be the biggest show of the season. What show came out of nowhere that no one expected to be really good? You know, things like that. That's kind of have a lot of these things planned that I want to do, but time is the issue. And I work full time, and I work weird hours for the most part. And then on top of that, I got other stuff I got going on in life too. So I gotta really start critiquing about what I'm watching and what I'm gonna stay watching. But yeah, that wraps up about what's been going on. That's why I didn't upload last week. That's why I couldn't get anything really uploaded. I've been having technical issues. I've been trying to fix that, and then on top of working, and then on top of other things going on in my personal life. So here's what I'm going to be watching. Here's why the channel name has changed. We got a manga haul coming up. This next manga haul was a surprise because I ordered a bunch of stuff on Right Stuff, and suddenly shit started showing up, and it wasn't supposed to be showing up. So a lot of stuff that was in the pre-orders with those packages are being held back while they just sent out everything else. So, and then I got some other stuff that showed up from overseas, from Japan, and then now I got like boxes all over the place. So there will be a manga upload or a manga haul for March that was not planned for, but it ended up happening. And then I'm gonna probably start working on a manga collection video as well. And then hopefully we can get back in a routine where I can get something up every week. Anyway, that's it for this video. It's me, Zerker. I'm gonna get used to saying that, I guess. And I'll see you next time. See ya.